All right, here we have the Kizer Cabox, C-A-B-O-X. And 154 cm. Very nice point. I can definitely get all four of my fingers on here. And there's plenty of extra. So I think it feels good just using it without the ring. I don't know how I feel about ring knives yet. This is the first one I've ever held in my hand. But it feels okay. You can definitely tie a lanyard on here if you'd like. You can use this to find it in your pocket or pull it out with. Some people put their thumb in there or their finger and spin the knife around. Very minimal jimping here, which I think is actually kind of classy on this one. It just feels right. Very nice finger groove. You could call it a guard if you'd like. Nice black handle. The handle isn't very contoured. If at all, I feel like it's pretty flat, straight across. You do have some relief right here in the handle on either side. Right here and right here. Basically, if you want to use this knife, pinching it a little forward and just do cutting of food or something on your countertop, it gives you a nice purchase here. You got nice leverage with the blade. Feels very balanced. You could put two fingers here like this, and you could put another finger here on it and do some chopping with it. I don't know where the balance point is, but I would imagine it's right there where it needs to be. Every Kizer knife I've held so far is really balanced, right where it needs to be on that finger. I don't know what you would call that. I think that's done a lot for balancing. Might be another place to actually grab onto the knife and use it like that. But very nice. I don't know a lot about the blade steel on this. 154 cm. I think it would be made by Crucible, but I'm not 100% certain. The scales are removable. Looks like you need an Allen wrench on both sides. Probably the same size. Overall, everything is very rounded over where it needs to be. I don't feel like there'll be any hot spots, not even here. I feel like it just lands right between the fingers like it would need to, you know. So I feel like everything's pretty flush on this too. The scales don't stick up higher than the blade. Everything's pretty flat. Got a little relief back here too as well. A little contouring of the handle. Everything's really radiused over, rounded off. Definitely no hot spots. You can see it kind of starts being rounded over right about here. The spine itself is rounded. It's not sharp. Although at the tip here, you do have a really nice 90-degree radius. if you wanted to strike a ferro rod on it, which I don't think most people will do with a knife like this. But it's rounded over all the way to here, basically kind of right in this area. It stops right about here, and then you got a nice sharp 90, which makes for a very strong tip. If they would have continued this radius all the way towards the tip, your tip would be weaker. So this is a very nice tip here. Very nice belly on the blade. Overall, I give this knife a 10. I don't see anything with it that I don't like. It came with a very nice box. Came with a cloth probably to maintain or clean the blade. A little piece of paper that says since 2013. So they've been making knives for quite a while. And very nice sheath. We're going to go over that here in a second. A couple stickers and another extra strap. I would imagine that you're going to probably wear one of these out faster than the other if you're carrying it scout style like it's meant to be carried. You could put your own clip on this and carry it a different way, obvious, but this is designed with a taco style sheath to be worn on the belt in a horizontal position like this. And what I like about this is these move. So you could wear it on your belt and cant it either way that you'd like. And I think it will hold really nice on the belt. These are really nice thick leather. Really, really nice. Nice drain hole. These are obviously extra mounting holes for an ulti clip or something like that. Very nice thumb push ramp here. The sheath does not hinder the draw of the knife. Very positive retention when you put the knife in the sheath. So you can see this is about where it just stops on its own, and then you have to push a little bit farther. And we could just try pushing with one finger. You can definitely push it in with one finger, and you hear how loud that retention is. It's a positive retention. This is not coming out of here no matter how much you shake or jump or run. No matter what you do, you're not getting this out unless you're trying to get it out. There could have been a little more relief here for your finger to come into this area. That's my only little, improvement I would say that should be possibly made in the future if they wanted to improve this. Just give me a little bit more ability to get my finger in here. But as it sits right now, I can still get half of my finger in that. And if I push forward, I can get about 3/4 of my finger in that. So if you push forward into the sheath, push the sheath with your thumb, your finger is pretty much in the right spot, but I do find that my pinky is going to land right in the hole. My other finger is going to land right where this is, which is nice, because if this would have been blocky, you wouldn't get purchase here. So you're getting purchase with your pinky and your other finger, and then these two are right where they need to be. But I do feel like my finger could have been just a little farther forward for the draw of the knife. Other than that, and these are some improvements you can make on your own. You just take a little Dremel tool and grind out some of this blade. Your retention is basically right here. So you could round this corner off a little bit more and make a little bit more of a curve here. The Kydex is very, very thick on this. It's not overly thick, but it's not overly thin either. I can make the Kydex move when I pinch it, so it won't be hard to do any modifications to that little area that you'd like to do. I give this knife a 10. Even with a little nitpick on the sheath here, I still give it a 10. The box, very, very nice. Came very well packaged. I love that they give you an extra piece. Stickers, whatever, cloth, nice. This nice. But let's look at the box real quick, because the box is really, really nice. So the box is going to come, it's a 2-piece box. And it comes in another box as well with some labels. We'll look at that as well. But this is the inside box, so 2 boxes, and this is very thick. Even if your mailman drops this or whatever, it's not going to wreck your knife inside. And the knife is kind of stuck in this plastic when it comes. I think there was actually a plastic wrapper over the knife as well before it was pushed into the plastic here. But it snaps right into this, and then underneath here there was this stuff. So there's a little hollow area underneath here, but that's the box. Really nicely done, you know, on the end of Kizer. Really shows that they value their product. They're selling a high-end product, and they're proud of it, and they don't just send it out in a little random box. So here we're just going to look at the other box that comes in, and these ends just close up. But here's the numbers. This should help somebody out here on the back of the box. So Kizer Cabox, C-A-B-O-X, fixed blade knife, 104 8C1, made in China. And again, everyone, I'm not a big kind of person that's going to say don't buy nothing made in China. Everybody makes a good knife nowadays. All the countries, everywhere, everybody's got good and everybody's got bad. Kizer is very, very good, and everybody knows that. Barcode. But that's the box. I love USA knives. I love China knives. I love all sorts of knives. As long as they're good, quality knives. Kizer makes a great knife. So we're going to take another look at the knife. We're going to take an up-close look at the jimping as well. So very small area for the jimping, but very comfortable jimping. Beautiful grind on here. Beautiful. It's super accurate on both sides. And you can see how thick this blade stock is. It's definitely thick. You could trust your life with this blade, no questions about it. Everything in the handle here is really, you know, milled over, no burrs, no sharpness, real nice. You can see that it's rounded over right here even. So very, very, very nice overall. I do think this came in 2 options, but I can't remember exactly. If you know the different options for this blade and you'd like to put that in the comments to help somebody else out in their buying decisions, that'd be great. Again, this is the Kizer Cabox. I give this knife a 10. Even with the little sheath modifications there, that doesn't take away from how I feel about this. It's nice. This is not a sponsored video either. I bought this knife with my own money, and I'm reviewing it because I like it. So I don't know the exact measurements of this, guys. All that stuff is online, so I'm not going to bore anybody with that. I do have large hands, so you can see even with my large hands, it fits very comfortably in my hands. I know there's people out there that have bigger hands than me, but even with the biggest set of hands, you're still going to be on this blade, you know. And I don't know what type of finish you would call this. To me, it maybe looks like a satin. Looks like a flat grind as well. Nice sharpening choil. And the blade is very sharp out of the box. I don't even need to test it. It is very sharp. So that is the Kizer Cabox. Very nice. If you're thinking about buying this, I definitely wouldn't hesitate to buy it and add this to your collection. Make a great everyday carry knife, EDC knife, a great gift for someone. Highly recommend. Kizer has done a great job, and every knife I've held in my hand by them so far has been exceptional. I hope this helps somebody out in their buying decision or their decision to carry or not carry or what to do with this knife. So thank you everyone. Please stay tuned for the next video. We have a lot more blades we're going to go over here. We're probably going to go over this one here yet today. Everybody knows this knife, I'm sure, and if you don't, watch the video to find out. Very nice knife.